In this video, we are going to see how we can update the customer details along with their opening balances. As we can see here in this particular project, that the Empire Textiles, which was a manufacturing company, was operating for many years, but they were either operating manually or on some other accounting software. And now they have planned to shift on the Tele Prime. So that's why we are entering all the ledgers along with the opening balances. But here we have seen the scenario that debtors account receivable, we haven't entered. Why? Because this is a control account balance. That means when the individual customer along with the balances are updated, it should automatically update the control account balance as well. And same goes for stock and creditors. So that's why we haven't entered this. Now that we have entered rest of all ledgers, it's time to enter the customer along with the balances. So let's see how we can deal with this in Teleprime. First of all, let me show you guys that just make sure from the gateway of Tele that you are in the right company, and our company is Empire Textiles. So if you are not in the right company, on the right hand side, you have the company option. You can select the company. Just go in here and you will see list of all companies. If your company is not located in that particular location, you can just go up to the previous location or some other area where the company backup are taken. And after that, you have to select your particular company, make sure it is highlighted, and then start entering the details. So here we have two choices to enter the customers. Either we can enter it from the single entry mode, or we can enter it from the multi-entry mode. In the masters, I'll go to create and select ledgers. And if you want to one by one enter all the customer details, like we will mention the name here, we'll mention the nature here, which is sundry debtors. Maintain bill by bill balances, yes. Default credit period, if you want to define any, you can enter that. Check for credit days during voucher entry. I'll discuss all of these details later on. Just move to the last step and we can mention the customer balances here. 550,000 for the first customer. It's a debit, and press Ctrl A. So this is the first customer balance entered. But if we don't want this to be entered separately each and every single time, because we have a long list, what we can do is just go back. And from the masters, we'll go to chart of accounts, and from the chart of accounts, click on ledgers. Here we see list of all the groups and ledgers, but on the right, we have the multiple masters as well. Just go in here, and since we have already created one customer that we want to see in the list, and then also continue with creating new ones, we can go to multi-alter. But otherwise, if you're creating for first time, you can go to multi-create. Both will open the same screen. The only difference in multi-create is you will get the existing customer details as well. So since these customers are entered in sundry debtors, you can choose this one, or otherwise select all items. But in this scenario, you will get the complete list of ledgers that we have entered before, along with the customer details that we have just entered. So if you want to continue with this, that's great. But if you just want to enter brand new, let me just show you that as well. Go to multi-masters and click on multi-create. And from here, we get a clean list. Just only remember that we have already entered the first customer. And let's enter the second one. Ryan & Sons. And it goes under sundry debtors. But just remember that sundry debtors is an old name that is used for account receivable. So let's say that you want to change the name. You have to go back after choosing. First, you have to choose this, press enter. You will go to the next line. But if you want to go back to the previous column, just hit backspace and then alter it directly from here just by holding the control key and then pressing enter. And we can rename this as account receivable. So not only it will change it for the existing and all the new customers, but all the existing customers as well that we have already entered. Let's say we have entered HK Brooks. So it will change the name for that in the background as well. So just paste this 600,000. Now it says, do you want to mention the bill wise breakup? At the opening position, since this balance is a compilation of many invoices, we don't have the record of all of that. So I'll just ignore this. But if it is against a particular invoice, you can mention the details as well. I'll just hit enter and enter to ignore. Next one we have is Archer and Sons. It goes in account receivable and the balance is 200,000. On the debit, hit enter and enter. And the last one we have is Scott Anderson, account receivable, and the balance is 300,000. On the debit side, hit enter and enter. Now, if we want, we can save it at this point and then start entering the vendors. But since the vendors is entered in the same way, we will just continue with this. This is the vendor name. It goes in sundry creditors, but sundry creditors is an old name. Again, if you want to change this, the procedure is what? You just press a backspace to go in that particular column and then hit what? Yes, control enter. Hold the control key and then press enter, and then you can enter or rename it as accounts payable. Don't need to change anything, just press Control A. This is a simple setting. And 270,000 is the balance on the credit side. Do you want the bill wise breakup? No. Next is Wallace and Sons. Just paste this. It goes in accounts payable and copy the balance, paste it right here on the credit side. And the last one we have is Star Textiles. So hit enter, accounts payable, balance is 495,000. Make sure it's on credit side and press Control A. And now we have all the receivables and payables along with the individual details created. We just want to confirm it from the trial balance that whether we have the same balance now or not. So I'll just press escape and escape to go back to the gateway of Delhi, and from here we want to check the trial balance. So click on display more reports and click on trial balance. From here we can only see the group details and not the individual ledgers. So if you want to see it, hold alternate key and press F1. This shows you the complete details of individual ledgers. Let's confirm once. In the current assets, we have the account receivable, 1,650,000. So this is exactly the same. And if you want to see the details, just double click to see the details. It has the balances of Archer and Sons, HK Brooks, Ryan and Sons, and 300,000 for Scott Anderson. So this makes the total to 1,650,000. Go back and then select accounts payable, and we have the total balance of 1042500. Here it is. Double click and you can see the details right here. Apex Enterprises 270,000. Star Textiles, it is 495,000. And the last one we have is Wallace and Sons, which is 277,500. So this makes the total. So all the balances are correct, and this is how you can enter all the customer and vendor details along with their opening balances in Teleprime. Just try this by yourself and I'll see you in the next one.